10x, quite literally. Well, it's about 8x my business this weekend. So right now I'm at a conference and I've been almost trying not to take on more work because I can't even. I'm not going to put numbers to it because it's really stupid. It's insane how much demand that I have for my work right now. I'm probably going to take on 6, maybe 7 new clients and then put the rest on a wait list. I'm going to be hiring a ton of people. But I mean, this is going to completely change my life. It's insane how much revenue is going to be coming in. And so now I just got to focus on showing the best results in the entire world. And I don't care about anything else. Even if I make no money, all I care about is showing the best results in the entire world. And right now I help exceptionally large businesses, now almost solely businesses in YPO, which the minimum requirement for that's $10 million per year. And I mean, usually I'm working with much bigger businesses, but that's the very minimum requirement. And I've taken on, I mean, I have unlimited demand, and I got offers from a few Fortune 500 companies, and then a plugin saying you can work with every single Fortune 500 company if you can grow at scale and show the results that you're showing. And so I'd be in YPO pretty quickly. So these guys are willing to pay anything. Right now, I help those large businesses grow their social medias to get more customers, and that's all they care about. So I really started with macroeconomics and started helping people in that space, but now I'm just starting to work with wealthier and wealthier people, which they can pay a lot more because their time and results are worth so much more money for their business. And so now, if you're working with the biggest businesses in the entire world, virtually anything that you want. And I'll just give you an example. A guy, well, it's hard to even. So one of the guys that has a lot of interest, he has 1,500 employees. They're doing high 9 figures per year with incredible profit margins. And the team that he has right now, he's paying 6 figures per month to do exactly what I do. And he says he just wants to scratch that and use me. And then there's another 6 people like that. I can't believe it. It's truly, truly surreal. I mean, I often talk about that I was at the point of kind of exponential growth where you have very, very, very nonlinear growth. And for 3 years, you make very, very little. You just are acquiring skills, becoming very good at what you do. And then eventually there is this rocket ship. And it is really, really a steep curve. Once that rocket ship really gets going, it's surreal. And I had a dinner last night. If you watched yesterday's video, I was very tired. I ended up having the best dinner of my life. This is how I got all the introductions to those Fortune 500 companies from last night's dinner. Best dinner ever. Hanging out with Eric Sue and the guy who owns the largest Christian faith company in the entire world. A few other guys. Anyway, I told him how much I charge right now, and it's over. I mean, it feels weird to even say it out loud, but right now for all these people, I was charging $25,000 per month for the new clients. For the ones that I already am doing other stuff for, it's not that much. So the new clients, I was starting them at $25,000 per month, and then very significant performance-based models on top of that. I mean, like, that's where the real money's made, like real money. And he said, "You're charging way too little." And I was thinking, dude, I feel like I'm charging a lot. He said, "You can't be thinking that way. The guys that you're going to be working with, if they make $100 million, or one of these guys, high 9 figures per year, they will think if you charge more, the results will be better. And when you have more money, you can actually hire better people to give them better results." He said, "Dude, you got to be charging more money." And so it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know what to say in this video. I'm got shit to do. I mean, forever. I'm just so tired. I need to catch up on my sleep. I really, I need a day to relax and recover, but that's not today. There are times when you have to make incredible amounts of sacrifices, and this weekend or this week, I can't even believe how much income is being thrown at me, and nothing's confirmed yet. So all of this could fall under, and if it does, so what? I'll still be fine. I'm still living a fantastic life, but this is really a life-changing opportunity and life-altering. There's going to be a lot of things that will change. I mean, there's just going to be a budget to work on any project that I want to do, which my only goal is still to get better. But if I have a significant amount of money coming in, the rate at which I can get better is going to be unreal, because that's going to be my sole focus. And I'm going to get good really quickly. I'm already good enough to where they're throwing humongous amounts of money at me, but I'm just going to 20x that, because I I really like hanging out with these guys, and you wouldn't even believe how much money anyway, I'm going all over the place because I'm very mentally drained, because when you're having these conversations, I have to give 100% of my mental energy, 100% of it. And so for everything else, I just have no energy. I feel sick to my stomach. I feel like I could throw up. I'm exhausted, just exhausted. You can probably see it. I mean, I look tired, but I don't care. Like, I'm just willing to sacrifice for the short term. I mean, a lot of the times I just can't sleep because I'm so excited. I'm so excited about life. And I can't believe right now I'm on almost a year into. So I started the channel. I make a video every day, and I committed to 1,000 days, really just to myself for fun. And when I first started making videos, if you told me what I would be charging now, and how much money would be getting thrown at me, and the opportunities that I have, and how much I've developed, and how much I've aged and matured, you couldn't even fathom it. I think there's real benefit to documenting your life. I mean, even though you don't get views, that doesn't matter. I mean, I feel like I'm just kind of, it's just really banging shit out. But I will tell you guys, if anyone's watching, that I'm going to take the channel exceptionally seriously, maybe 6 months from now, because I'm going to hire a team. I'm going to do everything that I do for my clients. I'm going to grow one of the fastest growing channels ever. And it's just because I've gained the skills to where it's going to be very easy. Probably going to be spending 20 grand a month on it. And my entire goal with that is going to be, if I can have the fastest growing channel with the entire target audience being the people I want to attract for employees, that's my limiting factor right now. It's all finding the best talent in the world. So I'm going to grow this. I don't have time yet, but there's very quickly. And that's how I'm going to grow the fuck out of my business. And that's the benefit of having a humongous brand, is if you want the best talent in the world, they are attracted to you. If you want more deal flow, you can get it. I don't want more deal flow. I desperately don't want more deal flow. I really don't. I just want the best talent in the world. Then everything comes along. And so that's what's coming up. I'm going to show the best results these guys have ever seen. I'm going to kill myself for a few months, and then I'm going to build the best team out there. And I want to join YPO before 24. I'm 21 right now, about to be 22 in like a day or two. And if a few years from now I can join YPO, and that's really just because that's where most of my friends are, and it would be awesome. I'd be very proud of myself. I really am really quite proud of what I've accomplished at a very young age, and I'm so excited for what the future withholds, because there's just endless opportunity out there. And I mean, I just think so big, and I have such a grand vision, because I can see so much. That's my main especially. I can dream like a motherfucker. I I genuinely just have this naive, arrogant confidence that no matter what I do, I'm going to be the best at the world in it. And I love business so much. what I really love is talking to massive business owners, well, not just massive business owners, but like people who are really changing the world. Like this is what is driving society. It is these people who are creating something from nothing, seeing the marketplace demand, people choosing to provide and wanting to buy their product because money is energy. Money is a way to store your excess productivity. If you work for an hour, you make X amount. And if you save it, that is you storing your previous energy. If you spend it, that means you think something is more worthy than your past energy. So when you have a business that is generating millions of, let's say hundreds of millions of dollars a year, that means you are really moving society forward. And that could be for the worse. I mean, the companies that are selling mega stuffed Oreos, I think that is criminal what they're doing. But because they're killing people with the poison of, yeah, anyway, and they're making it addicting. But most businesses, I mean, they are like this. I'm hanging out this past week with the largest Christian faith company in the entire world. If that's not bettering the world, I mean, I don't know what would be. It's called pray.com. And so anyway, I'm gonna go because I have to get back to kind of hanging out with all these guys and gonna have to beg to not take on more work. But it always just keeps on happening. It, if you're willing to make nothing for 3 years, which is what I did, nothing. You're the fourth year, you could be doing $1 million a year. It's basically instead of going to college, find a mentor, which is not easy. I mean, none of this stuff is easy, but just find where there's market demand for what your mentor and all their friends need. Become hyper obsessed with that. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you exactly what I did. And so I got a mentor, George Gammon. It was a very long, strenuous process. I talk about it all the time. Then I found a market demand. All of his friends that were business owners, they all wanted to grow their social media. And so I said, how the hell can I be the best in the world at this? And that's what I did. Well, I'm not the best in the world. Objective. I'm just not, but I'm pretty good to where they want to work with me. And then just learning the micro skills, learning how to close them, how to talk to these kinds of people, how to make them want to talk to you, just every single step of the way. It was really just finding a mentor, finding where there was marketplace to need, getting really good at that, starting a business around it, and then I was off to the races, and that's really where I am now. But I'm gonna be like 20 or like 8xing my income potentially. And nothing's set in stone yet, but very very hard soft commitments in the next like month, which is stupid. It's really really insane. That's when it's going to be the hardest for the ego, when you see this coming into your bank account and you could do whatever you wanted. You could fly to Monaco for a week and do some awesome stuff. That's how it's a quick way to the poorhouse. And so that's honestly the next year is when I'm going to 10x down and put my foot on the pedal. Ken, one of the guys that I work with, he is the event that we're at right now. I mean, he said what he regrets most when he was younger is he didn't scale faster, harder, quicker. And I mean, there's so many reasons for that I could get into. I don't have time right now. But I'm just honestly, I know I'm not that smart, so I'm taking advice of people who are significantly wealthier, older, wiser than me. It's not that like people attach so much ego thinking that they're going to reinvent something. I don't want to reinvent anything. I just want to do what these successful people have done in the past and replicate it to the best of my degree. And if I outgrow them, then I'll look for someone else. I mean, the thing with business is everyone that's super successful, or not everyone, but most of these people, they keep things very simple. I mean, you would not believe how simple they keep things. Like Ken, he buys 10,000 apartments. Does it cash flow? Like, how much does it cash flow? What's the location? Are there people coming in? And then he doesn't like that is the basics of what he's looking at. And then that's it. And so just do that with a 250 unit spot 10 times, or no, it's actually like 20 times or 50 times, whatever however many times he's done it, you get to 10,000. That's what just do the same thing over and over again for a long period of time. But anyway, I got